Hey there, it is Tom here on the behalf of Indie Structural Productions once again, and it is time for another monthly wrap-up. Now, this month has been crazy. If you haven't noticed yet, I did put out basically the master edit of the Pine Guitar build series, or
how I built a 100% Pine guitar for less than 100 euros.
And if you were there on that fateful day when I was supposed to have the premiere go on, and it was supposed to premiere at 10 a.m., and that did not happen because around 6 a.m. or so, when I came to check up on the upload, it was stuck at 47%, and then it refreshed and started from the beginning, which is fun. I know I shouldn't have left it until that late, but I only filmed the last portions of it like a couple of days prior, so I was just really busy, and I didn't have enough time, and that ended up being somewhat of an issue. But now that we're back on track, I've gotten a lot of really positive comments and feedback from everybody who watched it and commented on YouTube, Reddit, Instagram. Thank you so much for such positive feedback. I'm so happy you've liked it. I'm really glad that a couple of you guys have actually gotten inspired to take up on building guitars, because that's kind of the whole reason why I do this, is to kind of try and get other people to keep on building, because the more builders there are, the more fun it's going to be. You know, shameless plug, it playing in the background as well. So if you haven't checked it out, I'll put a little notification here, or what should you call those? Banners? Ticket? What do you call them? Card. There we go. I'll put a card right there so you can go ahead and click that and watch it for yourself. But anywho, the master edit was an hour and a half long, and it's just literally the highlights, kind of. Meanwhile, the series that started last week, which there's going to be a new episode of tomorrow, I'm having to think a little bit ahead, because I'm filming this now on a Thursday, and this is coming out on Saturday, and the first episode is coming out Sunday, I think, if I got that right. Yep, think so. I think I got that right. Yeah, so starting to come out on Sundays now, rolling out every week, and that's going to go on for 11 weeks now. Well, starting from this weekend, it's going to go on for 10 more weeks. And they're going to be, all the episodes that are coming out, they're going to be a little more in-depth. So there's going to be tons more for you to see. If you've already watched the main master edit video, there's going to be a hell of a lot of stuff that I had to cut out. So I hope you actually check out the series as well, because it goes into detail a little bit more on the processes and how I make things and why I do things. And other things that are coming up, because everything is now backlogged and it's just scheduled to come out when they come out, that frees up a lot of time for me to actually work on things. So I have Johnny's next bass is coming up. I have the production models that I can get back to. Plus, on the side of filming things, I have a couple of different what do you want to know about guitar building episodes coming out. I know there's one where I'm going to be carving a carved top for the After Hours guitar, talking about how I approach carving tops. And that's going to be a lot of fun. Then there might have been another one, but there's one video that I wanted to do at the start of the year, but I never had time for it, that I think that I should go back and do. And please tell me in the comments below if you actually want to see this and if it sounds interesting at all. But seeing as I've been doing this for 8 years, something like that, close to 10 years anyway, that I thought it would be fun to see what are my favorite guitars that I've worked on or made in the last 10 years. I'll probably call it in the last decade, because it's just, it's funny because it's from 2010 to, you know what I mean. Yeah, so I'm gonna do a video on what are my favorite guitars that I've worked on in that time that I've been actually making and building guitars. And there's quite a few, because whatever I've built and customized and made with IP is in the around 20-ish region, something like that. But then adding in all the Crimson Guitar stuff that I've worked on from the internship and then actually working there, that ramps up the total a lot more. And of course, some processes are a lot smaller, some processes are a lot bigger, but in general, I think it would be fun to kind of go back and kind of look at things and talk about how they came together and what I learned from them and how horrible some of them are. So it should be a fun video. That's one that I really want to do, so I think I'm gonna do that one. But yeah, other than that, it's been crazy. Like I've been looking at, I can't help but look at analytics because that's kind of what you're supposed to do on YouTube. And the views for the Pine build video have rocketed, which is freaking amazing. I've noticed there's an increase in views in general on the channel, which is so cool. I've also noticed that since January, when I first started talking about reaching that 500 subscribers mark, I've gained over 40 subscribers more in the last couple of months. And that to me is insane. That's growth in a very quick manner. And I hope that that keeps on going because my aim, my goal this year, I hope that it's not too ridiculous, but my aim and my goal this year is to reach 1K. So 1,000 subscribers this year. And I hope that you guys can help me do that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else, but I'm going to try and get working back on things because I'm motivated and inspired to do that now that I don't have to be editing this huge series for a little while. So I can actually take my time, make the quality stuff that I want to do, and really hone in on my focus and work on guitars, make guitars, and have more to show you, make more videos. It's looking very good, looking very promising. And I also finally managed to, this is, for anybody who hasn't seen it yet, this is the grape. I call it that because of the color. Yeah, Jay made this guitar, or customized this guitar for me, without me knowing. I restained the neck. I didn't know it was coming to me. I thought it was going to a client or something, but I finally removed the old nut that it had because it was plastic. I wanted to upgrade that, made a new brass nut, redid the fret work, or actually did the fret work because I don't think we did that the first time around. And it just made it play really well. And honestly, it still needs a little bit of setup because I did this a little less than a week ago. And the setup isn't quite there yet when it comes to the new nut. But once I do, that'll be playing very nice. I know it's not an IP guitar, but I just wanted to show it off because I really like this guitar a lot. And they look nice together on my rack there. So, it is what it is. But I've been playing the Pine guitar a lot as well, and it's staying in tune very well. I haven't seen the neck move almost at all, and yeah, I'm very happy with how it's come out. I am going to be doing, like, let's say in about 6 months or so, I'm going to come back and see how this has fared in that time. In the meantime, I'm going to try and play it in a little bit more and actually use it because it's not really going to do anything. It's just sitting there. So of course, if I come back in 6 months and it's just been sitting in a rack, I might need to retune it a bit, but that's about it. Yeah, works well. I'm happy, I'm pleased, and I am going to go and edit this video now. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again tomorrow for the next episode of the Pine Guitar series. And that's going to be going over how all the hardware was chosen and how much it cost and why we decided to go with the hardware that we did. Yeah, and then a week from there, I'm going to be premiering the first actual build video, and that's when the build starts. So tomorrow is hardware, and then in a week, it is going to be the first initial build video, and then the ball will start rolling from there. I'm gonna stop babbling and I'm gonna go edit, so see ya.